It hasn't been a good year for trees here at the Frog Pond Veg Patch. Earlier in the year, we took down the ornamental crabapple tree that was in the front yard because it had died. And then over the summer, we noticed that something was wrong with some of the large pine trees on our property. We don't know when the trees died, we just happened to notice that the tops had turned brown. But there's lots of evidence of woodpeckers trying to get at insects. Whether the insects were the cause or they came because the trees had died, we don't know. And so actually we had tree service come by to also take a look at them and confirm that yeah, they're dead and they're gonna have to come down. And as much as we don't want to bring down trees, we really don't have a choice. Fortunately, the nearby trees are still in good condition. While you may not think of fallen trees as part of the garden, they definitely provide benefits like food and habitat to the ecosystem and are models for how we can keep making our gardens wildlife friendly. Something that you can do with old stumps is to incorporate them into your planting. They can act as a sculptural element, like an old fashioned stumpery or a shady woodland garden. They will break down slowly, returning nutrients back to the soil, and their ever changing form continually provides visual interest. Now, even if you don't have an entire tree or an old stump, you might have logs or even some spare firewood. You can leave these logs around the edges of your yard, here and there, and they too will provide habitat for all sorts of beneficial insects and microbes. And woodpeckers love old trees. And pileated woodpeckers create fairly large holes in trees. You can see by the square or rectangular shape of the holes, and these holes can become homes for other wildlife. If you don't have dead trees like this, you can add bird boxes to provide homes instead. The fallen sticks and branches of trees can be used to build dead hedges, which are like low walls made of sticks. Yeah, so you can see there's a lot of fallen trees in this section, and in general, we would prefer to leave fallen trees where they fall. But with the trees that have died that we're going to have taken down, those trees are going to be taken off the property. We're not going to have them chipped down and use them as mulch because we don't want to potentially spread insects or disease to other parts of the property. Well, it's sad that we have to have these trees taken down. We'll have a clearing in this wooded area where we can maybe build a structure or a woodland garden. And these trees are huge. They block a lot of afternoon sun from the front yard. So once they're removed, we'll have some new and different opportunities for plantings and how we approach the landscaping in the front garden. Now, we didn't plan for this to be a video specifically, but we wanted to share what's going on and also to give some tips on how to keep your garden wildlife friendly. So that's all for now, but make sure to subscribe and follow along so you can see what happens with the trees. And keep watching for more advice and tips on gardening for yourself and nature. Until next time, happy gardening.